Cumming has portrayed many characters over the decades-long career. His roles include a James Bond villain in GoldenEye, a mutant in X-Men 2, and a political operative in The Good Wife. Now he's taking on a new role in the CBS drama Instinct. Cumming plays Dr. Dylan Reinhardt, a former CIA operative and college professor who ends up helping New York police after a killer starts planning crimes based on his book.
I have a feeling there'll be more murders, which is why I'm here. Before Dino died, the killer sent your book to the homicide division. As the famous expert on criminal psychopathology, I was hoping you might have some ideas. Don't they call you Professor Psychopath?
While I may have a fascination with psychopaths, it does not mean I am one.
Judging by the way you eat your pizza, I'm not so sure.
Using a fork and knife slows the process down and allows you to focus more on the pizza itself.
I'm no problem focusing on pizza.
You should try it sometime.
Sure, right after I catch whoever killed this kid. Inside of your...
Alan Cumming is also an executive producer of the show. We welcome you back to the table. Everybody knows you don't eat pizza with a knife and a fork, Alan Cumming. But this is what's so cool about you. We were talking about you in the makeup room this morning. People said, oh, I remember him from Spy Kids. I remember him from X-Men. I remember him from Cabaret.
Because I'm old, Gayle.
No, you're not.
No, it's because you're so prolific.
It's because you're so talented. That's what it is. And of course, your last role was The Good Wife. And I read that you said, I don't know if I want to do another TV show, that you had some reluctance into taking this part. Yes,
well, you know, Good Wife came to an end, and I'm very sanguine about these things. I think things should end, you know, but I think in America we just try to keep things going and going and going.
We're holding on.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was a nice ending, and then I thought, oh, this is nice. I'll now be going back to being a peripatetic actor, you know.
On the stage?
On the stage, and then around the world, you know, doing films and blah, blah. And I did that for like a year. Then I was in Edinburgh, actually, working in Edinburgh when I got the initial sort of salvo about this job. And then actually, I just suddenly thought, this is too good a thing to pass up on, you know. You don't
Why was it too good?
Just that it was so many different facets of a character. And it was sort of, I mean, he's got so many different characteristics. And actually, I think when you think about going into a long-running, potentially long-running show, you want to make sure you don't get bored.
Yes.
So explain who Dr. Dylan Reinhardt is.
So he's when you meet him, he's a college professor, a rather idiosyncratic one, and he's a bit of a dandy. And he's written a book that is a bestseller about abnormal behaviour. And Whoopi Goldberg plays my long-suffering editor. And then, but he's also a former CIA spy, and naturally, and then
as one is,
you know, and he's a former sort of musical child prodigy. And he has phonographic memory. Yeah, he's got a lot of issues.
And he can throw a manhole
And he's also
cover.
gay, that's the other thing.
But that's like the least of the things for him, though.
That's what I liked about it.
That's
I mean, two things about the gay thing. One, I thought, this is the first ever network drama on American television to have a gay character as the lead. And I thought, I nearly swore, about blooming time.
Yeah.
And I want to be a part of that. And also, the gay thing is like exactly like the fourth or fifth thing you say about the character. And I think that's a big step, because mostly when gay people are on network television,
it's like, I am gay.
Hello, gay storyline, gay storyline.
Yes,
and so I think it's been treated, and I have a husband, played by this nice actor called Dan Ings, and I just really thought that was handled really, really well, and I think it's good on CBS for finally doing this.
Good on you, CBS.
And this is based on a James...
like we work for CBS or something, isn't it?
Show the mug, right?
What? No, what?
And this is based on a James Patterson book. He's been here a number of times.
Has he?
Yeah.
It's so funny because I didn't know. It's kind of like a mystery, actually. I'd met him and had a lovely chat with him, unbeknownst to me that it was him, right? I know, duh. Might have been drinking involved. And then I got this book, the first galley copy of the book, to read, to see if I was interested. And I was like, wow, you know, reading this, not my normal thing, but I was really, when I was in Edinburgh doing this thing, I said, who wrote this? And my manager said, the person who sells 1 in every 17 books that are sold in America.
Yeah.
He sells 1 in every 17 books. That's like better than...
Yeah, I know. I think it's interesting. You didn't know who he was and hadn't read his books, but you go, hey, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's certainly a page turner.
You recently opened up Club Cumming.
Yes, my bar in East.
And you said that's your greatest achievement.
I think it's my greatest artistic achievement. Because I wanted a place to have a spirit where everybody would feel welcome in all ages, all genders, all sexualities, and calm, and kindness would be a thing, and performance and dancing, and it actually has happened. It's worked.
That's why it's your greatest achievement.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished, Alan Cumming.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations. I think you got another hit on your hands.
Well, fingers crossed.
You can watch series premiere of Instinct Sunday night at 8, 7 Central right here on CBS.
only CBS.